What is a genetics fact that not a lot of people know?
Cheetahs are extremely inbred. They had a massive bottleneck about 10,000 years ago and had too little diversity to fully recover.
Some genetic diseases persist because having one copy of the disease-causing version of that gene can have benefits, so even though having two copies is deadly, that copy of the gene doesn't go away in the population.
Since navel oranges have no seeds, they are all clones of the original mutated fruit discovered by a Brazilian monk a century ago. The billions and billions of navel oranges that have been grown, sold and consumed since are all genetically identical.
There's a genetic disease called Laron syndrome that makes you shorter in stature, a longer life expectancy, and near immunity to cancer and diabetes.
Potatoes have more chromosomes than humans.
If you set aside ethics and set out to do it, it would only take 33 generations to create a human being who was the descendant of everyone currently alive and able to have children. Also, pedigree collapse, no living person has as many unique ancestors as they mathematically should. Every person has, biologically, to parents, for grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, etc., doubling every generation. 30 generations back without any degree of inbreeding would require over 1 billion unique 28x great-grandparents, more than the entire world population for 1100 AD. Every single human's family trees, full of people marrying and having children with cousins of some genetically important degree over the last 1,000 years.
Twins can have different fathers.
For simplicity, let's say your mother is 50% Chinese and 50% Spanish. That does not mean you are 25% of each. On paper it would seem so, but you can have any combination of those two equaling the 50%. It's not a clean cut in half. It's a random 50% given and 50% not. Although, yes, there are dominate genes that can give all the kids a certain nose shape or eye color. Still, you and your siblings might get these DNA combos from mom. You, 30% C and 20% S, brother. 12% C and 38% S, sister. 5% C and for 5% S. So if you ever wondered why your sister looks more Spanish than you, it's because genetics-wise, she just is more Spanish.
40 to 50% of our DNA is the same as cabbage.
Thanks to chimerism, it's possible for a woman to bear children to which she is technically their aunt, not their mother.
Your immune system regulation genes HLA have a huge impact on how you smell. The first CRISPR-Cas treatment for sickle cell has just been approved by the FDA.
There's this thing called Achu syndrome where it's estimated that 18 to 35% of people on Earth have a reflex that induces sneezing due to bright light.
Your hair shape changes with hormones.
Depression can be genetic.